Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather. Today I'm going to be making a centerpiece for my formal dining room table. So what I bought was, I got these candy dishes from the Dollar Tree, and I also got these clear deers from the Dollar Tree. And I was going to make that lamppost that I've seen a lot of people on Pinterest and YouTube make, where you take the candy dish and then they put them on top of a candlestick. I went to my Dollar Trio the other day and I couldn't find any of those candlesticks. Actually, I haven't seen those candlesticks for quite a while now. But I was going through everything at the Dollar Tree, testing, seeing what this would fit onto that would look nice for a little base. And I couldn't find anything at the Dollar Tree that I liked. There was a couple options, but I thought before I spend more money, I would just see what I had at home. And I found these glasses. I actually have two of them, so I'm going to turn them upside down, and I will put the candy dish on top. So I put the lid on. You can see it will look like this. It will look like one of those street lamp posts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint the glass and the lid of both the candy dishes. I'm going to paint them in a rose gold, and I'm also going to paint the deer. I'm also going to paint them rose gold. I was also thinking that for their feet, I'll probably paint them black, and then for the antlers, I've got some other deer, and I'm not sure if I want to paint these with gold antlers or black or white. I'll have to see what it looks like when they've been painted the rose gold. So I'm just going to go and paint everything, and then we'll be right back. Okay, I guess I'm almost out of memory on this memory card. So my phone, or my camera, just flicked out. So I guess I'll just say a thank you for everybody who's watching my channel, and please subscribe, and thank you. And I just really want to get this channel like going good, and I was trying to say, so, you know, I'm trying to do what this 5-year plan I have, like where I see myself in the next 5 years. And 5 years, all my kids are going to be between 18 and 24. So just new phase of my life. I've got 2 who've moved out now. So I've only got 2 kids still living at home, 1 in high school, 1 in middle school. So, and like I said, like, my life is changing. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next, because my kids were asking me why I want to do a YouTube channel. And I said, well, I've wanted to do one for a few years. I just never had the time, didn't know what I wanted to do with it. But now I know what I would like to do. I just want to try something different that's just for me, that I can have fun with. And I guess that's all. But hey, thank you. Okay, it's the next day. I went last night and I spray painted the lids and the glasses rose gold, and I also spray painted the deers. They were clear. I used this, it's the Rust-Oleum. It's the rose gold brilliant metal finish. It works on wood, metal, and more. Now I have this handy little, it's hard to put on and take off, but little handle here. It's this one here is made by Garland. It just attaches it to your spray paint, and it just makes it so much easier to spray paint. You don't get it all over your fingers when you're touching the nozzle. It makes it a lot easier because you're nicer coat, nicer finish. I picked this up either at one of the dollar stores or the liquidations place. I bought one to see how it would work. I like it, so next time I'm out, I'm going to try to find them. I think they were about $5 or $8 for this one. But I'm going to try to see if I find some more, because I've been using a lot of spray paint, and I found that's really helped keeping my fingers not getting sticky and so much paint on everything. So what I was going to do is, like, this is that candy dish. I kept the base part here clear. Now, I've seen some people where they paint this rim right here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to paint it. I kind of liked the way it looked sitting on here. Actually, I'm just going to angle it down so you can see. I kind of like the way that oops, move the deer out of the way. I like the way that it kind of looked. You get this little ledge here. It's clear because I can add, because I was going to add something here. I'm not quite sure what, florals or something. I haven't quite figured out what I wanted to add. So I thought if I was going to do that, I don't need to waste paint and paint it. But this was the glass I had. I had 2 of them. So I painted them both the rose gold. See, there's a little bit of spot on this one where the second coat, or the first coat I guess, didn't cover clearly, and I did a second coat and I didn't notice till this morning, and then I was going to respray it, but I said it's not going to be noticed because right now it's because I'm going to be putting it in my little tray. I'm making a centerpiece for my formal dining room. So I've got this tray here. It measures, let's see, it's about, let's see, where's my measuring tape? This tray measures about 19 inches by 8.5 inches, so it's a pretty good size tray. I've already painted it rose gold. So my living room and dining room was kind of doing for the summer. I was doing rose gold and copper. So this has already been spray painted the rose gold. And I was at Dollar Tree, or not Dollar Tree, no, Dollarama a week ago, and I was looking at the Christmas decorations, and I got this garland. It's got the white and the rose gold. It was $2, and it was 8 feet, a bunch of garland. So I'm going to use this in my tray, or going around the lanterns and the little deer. So now I'm going to make the lanterns. I'm just going to put this out of the way. So start with your glass, or the bottom. Okay, camera wants to tip over. Okay. Let's see. Oh! Yeah, sorry about that. My camera did it again. Oh. Is it recording now? Okay, sorry about that. My camera just tipped over twice. I was trying to move it. Okay, so I'm going to start with the base, and I'm going to use some E6000 or Fix-All or super glue, whatever you prefer. I'm just using this Fix-All cement that I got from Dollar Tree. I found it works just as good. I've never actually seen E6000. That's what I hear everybody else say they use. I've never seen it anywhere I shop. So I just put a nice amount on there. And I'm going to do the same to this one. I might as well do them both at the same time. Put some nice generous amount of this in there. And to help it set up, put some hot glue around. I've seen some people put hot glue directly on top of the E6000, or I don't know if you should. I've heard some people say that you should because it can, it will give you that instant hold, but when you've got the glue over top of it, it doesn't hold permanently. So I'm just going to do that. And so I'm just going to put some hot glue on this one. So I'm not putting the hot glue on top of the Fix-All glue, but I have seen women who do. I'm not sure if that really does affect how well it stays or anything. I've read comments and people say that, yeah, it doesn't. When you put the glue on top of the glue, when it hardens, then you're not getting the two surfaces actually glued together. Okay, so just got some glue on my finger. Okay, so just sit here for a minute, get them both glued together. Just gonna see if I can get my camera up a little. Put it there, and put the lids on. We also painted the lids the rose gold. When we put the lids on, they will start to really look like they really start to look like they are lanterns. And then I was playing around with different candles and stuff that I have. I think I like, because mine's the rose gold. I've got these candles. They've got a really metallic pink or purple to them. So I'm going to put one in that one, and not that one. Where is it? Oh, there it is. One in this one. I really like the way that they look. I also have just the silver ones. If I want to add the silver to it, but I kind of like the more of the pink. So it kind of goes with my color scheme this year. And these candles I got at where are they from? Superstore. And so they got these labels, and I tried to peel the labels off, and I can't get them off. So I'm just gonna leave them on like this. Well, they also tell you what the scent is, so that way I'll know, because there'll be different scents. Like this one here is lavender and white wood, and this one here is poppy seed and herbs. So they're really nice, fragrant. So when we got them burning together, they'll be really, really nice. So set these aside, and we'll get the tray back here. And I'll set the tray here, and we're going to put these back into the tray. We're going to set this up. I'll center this here, and I'll center this one over here. Okay, and then I will take the garland, take the price tag off, and I'm just gonna start placing the garland around in here and around. Thought I took it off and it got caught. Okay, so we're just gonna loop this around so we can kind of fill it in a bit in the middle here. Just have it kind of hanging off the edge. And I'm going to take the deer that I've got. They were just a clear white deer. Again, I just also spray painted them with the rose gold. I'm going to set one here. And I'm going to set one facing the other direction. So whatever side of the dining room table you're on, you'll be able to see them. And I also found a string of lights. The tiny little lights, strand lights, they are I think you get 10. Is it 10 on these ones? Oh no, 12. This pack had the 12 little mini lights. These are on the copper LED. Tangled. I thought I untangled them. Okay. Turn it off for a second. Just gotta get this, gotta straighten this wire out. I'm going to put some of these lights in here. I'm going to put this down right in the center here, hide it under the garland. And then just kind of go around between the garland and kind of come around the deer and around the little lantern here and back around to the center and turn it on. There we got the lights going all around. Just kind of hide the wire a little bit more. Just bring the wire under the garland. And there. That will be my centerpiece on my dining room table. I do have more of this garland, just can't reach it. It fell on the other side of the table. I'll be adding some more of that. I also had some other Christmas florals that I got. And these I got at a local, just bring the camera up. These I got at a local thrift store. This one here, I paid $1.50 for this lime green. It's my tree this year. I'm doing in the rose gold and copper and this, I don't know, I'm calling it an antique lime green. So I'm going to put this one right here in the center. I don't know where my what was it, wire cutter went. I think it fell on the floor too, but so I'm just gonna set this one here in the center. So I gotta take the deer out for a second. So I'm gonna center this green one. I'll put this green one right here in the center. Bring this down so you can see. I'm gonna put this green one right here in the center. And then I've got two like this. I also got at the same time at this local thrift store. And these ones I paid $2 each. I'm going to put one on each side. So I'll put one just over here. And I'll put one over here. And then I'll put the deers back in. And there's the one deer, there's the other deer. I've got the deers back in, so now it's really looking good and full. Okay, I'm just gonna pause for a minute. I'm gonna find the wire cutters just so I can actually fit these flowers in a little bit better, and then I'll be right back. Okay, got the florals added. Now, after I added my florals, which are this green and this other copper burgundy color, I didn't like the, in here, the candles that I had. Oops, sorry, the camera wants to tilt more down still. So what I did was I took out the pillar candles. I guess it was these pink ones. It still looked okay, but the pink with the green and this other coppery color didn't like so much. So what I did is I replaced it with, I've got these snowflake floating candles, and they're very, they go below where this pattern is that's here. So I just took a large tea light candle and I just put that upside down to give it some height, and put that candle on top. So I was playing around with it. I've got to find my other candles, but I think I might actually put 2 tea light candles in here to give it that really good height. So then the candle will be right above this line. I'll put this on and see that. Or I might just keep it with the single one. I'm not sure. I have to play around and figure out what candles I have that look best now that I've changed up the colors. So I wasn't going to add these florals. I was going to add white florals and rose gold. Okay. I'm just going to put this back on. So there's the full centerpiece. When I get my dining room table set up later this week, I will have this out. And when I set my table up, I will be doing setting up my table, my formal dining room table for the Christmas winter season. I do change out my tablecloths and centerpieces and everything about once a month or so, like 4 or maybe 6 weeks at a time. I'll change it out for every season. Sorry, my cat's eating extension cord. So I will be doing that later. Also, I've got, I'm going to be doing this baking series that I would like to start starting on Saturday. It will be, what day will Saturday be? That will be November the 21st. I want to start doing my baking, my Christmas baking. I will be making fudge. I've got 12 recipes. I'll show how you can take one simple recipe, basic recipe for fudge, and you can actually get 4 different types of fudge out of one recipe. So when you're making up cookie and square platters, then you don't have to make feel like you have to make 4 trays of fudge. You just make up one tray and you just divide your pan into 4 or in half, or how many ever you want to try to make. It just depends on how big you want to do your pan, what size you want to bake, or size of baking pan you're going to use to make your fudge in. That will just depend on what size of pan you're making, how many ways you're dividing the pan into your different sections. That way you can make, like I said, one pan of fudge is basically like an 8 by 8 or a 9 by 9, and that way you can actually get more than one kind of fudge, especially if you're going to do, like I like to do a lot of Christmas baking, holiday baking, send stuff to the school for my kids, they take their class, we do big sample platters, lots of cookies and fudge for my day home as well. We do mini cupcakes. It's just one way that you can just feel like you have a tin or a platter full of various types of cookies and squares and every other kind of baking you want to make without having to make like a batch of every kind. So I will be doing that one on Saturday. So it'll probably be up Saturday, maybe for sure Sunday. Just depends on how early Saturday morning I can start making fudge. I also have a tutorial that I'm also in the middle of working on because I was making my holiday gnomes and I was making shoes, which anybody who's seen my Facebook, I had my shoes that I had made. So there's my little boots for my gnome, and this is the start of my gnome. So I will be having my gnomes made video up probably tomorrow. So I plan on finishing this video, getting it up today, and then doing the gnomes tomorrow and having that one posted tomorrow. So today is Tuesday. It is November, I don't even know, I have to look at my calendar because I know I just looked at it and then I forgot. Today is November 17th. So that means my next video I want to have up tomorrow, which I'll be doing the gnomes, and then on the weekend I will be doing my fudge. And I think that's it. I really want to get this channel going really good. I did set up a blog. I'm having trouble. I've created it. It's on Wix. For some reason, I've made a couple posts and it hasn't saved it. Like, it looks like I have saved it as a draft, but it's not showing up when I go on when I'm using my laptop. When I go on my phone, I can see it because I was using my cell phone so I'm just wondering if that was part of the problem, as I was trying to upload stuff on my cell phone. So I'm going to try it with my laptop and see. But it's made with love and it's on Wix.com. So I'm trying to get that one up. So what I want to do is I really want to get my blogging and I really want to get this YouTube channel going good, because I want to do a lot of good, fun, creative cooking and baking and crafting. Not necessarily like on a budget like everybody else says. I don't shop specifically for dollar store items to do my crafting. I'll shop anywhere, but some of the crafts I've seen people do where you're spending like $30 on supplies to make something that I could go to the store and buy for half that price. I don't see the point. Mine is just trying to find like useful everyday stuff you have around your house. How can you make it for, like right now I'm going into my Christmas winter stuff. So I've just got to remake all my ornaments. In the summer I cleared out my house. I gave away all my Christmas decorations. So I have nothing. So I'm right in the middle of just trying to figure out, so I get to start from scratch. So that's why this year I chose my colors being the rose gold and the copper and the lime green. So that's what I plan on trying to do. I really want to get this YouTube channel up and running and doing videos. I want to try to post. Probably won't be able to do daily, but my goal now, because before when I first started, I said, well, I want to do weekly, but I found that I can actually do quite a bit more crafting and making food and stuff. I've got more time than I thought I had. So I can actually do 2 to 4 videos a week. So it's almost like every other day I can probably get one up. Maybe even every day right now during the Christmas holiday season while I'm getting everything set up for Christmas. Now I've got these done. Now my next thing I'm going to be doing is going to be decorating my Christmas tree. I have a little quick short video on that one, which we bought this tree I think about 10 years ago. It was a white Christmas tree. Last year we brought it out and it had turned yellow and brown. I looked at different tutorials on how to clean it, how to get it back to white. I couldn't, tried everything. I tried the bleaching it, scrubbing it really good with different kinds of soaps. I was not getting any of that yellow brown off. So I decided, well, we're going to paint it. So I went and I bought, I think it was like 5 or 7 cans of gold spray paint. And I painted my tree gold last year. This year I'm going back into more whites and neutral, so the other day I actually painted my whole Christmas tree back to white. There is still some of the gold that you can see through the branches, which gives it this really interesting, looks like it's a very old, like antique or vintage Christmas tree now. And I also took 1 can, that's all I could find, was the 1 can of the flocking spray. I got a couple more cans, but I want to decorate my tree, so I can probably add more snow when I find those other cans, or just go back to the dollar store and buy a couple more cans. But I just want to get my tree decorated. I've got my Christmas village set up. I bought more pieces for the Christmas village. I got the train running. I'm going to be making a tunnel for the train, and I'm going to be building the tunnel and the mountain, and 2 ponds for my village. So I just want to do a really nice big Christmas display this year. My kids are getting older, and so just I can have all these little things out. Where number of pets we have is getting smaller and smaller every year. We're down to just 1 dog and 2 cats, and so they're not really bothering the tree. The tree's been actually set up for a couple days. They haven't touched the Christmas village. It's been sitting up for a week. All the people are still standing and are there, and all the trees are still standing and are there. So yeah, that's my plans. It's just really want to get this YouTube channel just going. So I'm trying to figure out, in the next